Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface, and oh boy, today's video is what happens when you cross a journalist who hasn't got a fucking clue what they're talking about and a VP who doesn't have a fucking clue who their target audience are. Let's just give a clap already. Yes, we're going to be talking about Google Stadia, and we're going to be talking about this CNN article. I'll just say that again. CNN article, which came out 6 days ago, and I can't believe I missed this, because it came out 4 days before the Stadia launched. And having received a Stadia from Google, I have tested it, and I got questions. My biggest question is why? That's the biggest question I have. Why? Why? Who's it for? Why? Also, it's broken. But before we go into any of that, because I'll go into that a bit later, let's get into this article, because holy cow. Oh, boy. So they're running with the title of Google is targeting women with its new gaming service Stadia. Okay. Google wants to break into the hyper-competitive gaming industry in part by targeting an audience sometimes overlooked by rivals, the women's. We're back here again, folks. We're back here again for the umpteenth time. On Tuesday, Google will launch Stadia, a way to stream and play console-quality games from a web browser or smartphone or television. But one of the most innovative elements, however subtle, of the new gaming service is the design of the Stadia controller. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. This is why it's targeting women, folks. It's all about the controller. Oh, boy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a guest appearance later on in the video, guest voice appearance, by Mama Az. I'm going to get my mum on the phone. Going to get her opinion on this. It was very enlightening when I spoke to her. Traditionally, gamer gear has been manly. Right, okay. Microsoft's Xbox controller comes in colours like electric blue or fire truck red. Sony's controllers are available in black, as well as various shades of neon and camo. And Nvidia's Angular Black controller looks a little too much like Darth Vader's mask. Okay, well, Shannon, my God, you are stupid. You are stupid. You haven't done a single solitary second of research. You got no clue what you're talking about. And that really renders this article a load of garbage. And guess what? It is a load of garbage. Let's just jump immediately to some colours for Xbox. Pink controller. That's a typically feminine. I know I'm being a bit... stereotypical, but the women's like the pink. Look how many variations there are on the pads. Actually, solid. Let's just have a look at variations of colours on the Xbox pad anyway. Oh, look at this. You see this? That's actually been created in the design lab. Like this one here, where I created my own colours. It's the HeelvsBabyface Xbox pad, the pink for the babyface, the red, of course, and the blue, and then I've got HeelvsBabyface written on the bottom there. I created this, costs just a little bit more than a regular pad, whatever colour I want. But of course, you know, why bring up facts when you can just talk out your fucking arse, eh? Sorry, I've got no time for buffoons today. No time for buffoons today. And as regards to the PlayStation, well, again, multicolours all over the place. In actual fact, PlayStation have been releasing some rather funky colours of late. So yes, controllers. Oh, they're in blue and red and black for men. Fuck off. Jeez, this is the idiocy that we have to deal with today. I'm just going to put blinkers on, and I've got a narrative that I want to get out. So I'm going to ignore all the evidence and just deal with that. Stadia is taking a more gender-neutral approach. Here we go. Let's insert some intersectional feminism into Google Stadia. Because otherwise, everything is against something else. Google is selling controllers that come in white, black, revolutionary stuff there. Never had a white Xbox pad or PlayStation pad. Never had a black one either. So this is crazy stuff. And here comes the kicker, folks. Wasabi Green. Oh, the savior of gaming is here, folks. And it comes in Wasabi Green. Who knew? Who knew that this was going to save gaming? You fucking moron! Nintendo, which make the Switch Lite in bright colours like turquoise and yellow, is another outlier in designing for a gaming audience that includes women as well as men. Do you know who else like bright colours? On a console, a handheld console, which has been shrunk down. Children! Children! A big target audience for a company like, I don't know, say, Nintendo. So anyway, let's take a break in proceedings while I get my heart rate back down, take some, angina medicine, I think. And let's talk to my mum. And let's see what she had to say about this. Here we go. Hi, Mum, just a real quickie.
Yeah.
Right, I know you're not into gaming or anything like that, you know.
Yes.
It took you 72 years or something to get a Nintendo Wii, and that lasted about, a little bit.
Yeah.
What if I was to tell you, though, Mum, that you could have a controller that was in Wasabi Green?
That would...
What if I could... Would it change your mind about gaming if I told you, as a female who isn't into gaming, that you could have a controller, the pad that you hold in your hand,
Yes.
but instead of being black, or instead of being white... It was Wasabi Green.
No.
Oh well, CNN. I tried. Mum, so I've just explained to you the article.
Yes.
What was your reaction to that?
Stupid. Stupid. Why would a colour?
Well, because, as I said, she believes that Google are taking a more gender-neutral approach by these colours.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's what she says.
Oh, how ridiculous.
Well,
It'll be non-binary, then it'll be something else. Tell her to get a life.
ladies and gentlemen, Mama Az, keeping it real as always. Love you, fam. So let's carry on. Some of our... by the way, this is now coming from the VP. Some of our historical competitors in the console space have been a bit more masculine and a bit more mechanical in their approach. Okay, so expect a wool, nice crocheted Stadia pad in the future. Phil Harrison, Google VP and head of Stadia, said, gee, wow. Didn't somebody say, Phil, just a word of advice. What's that? Shut your fucking mouth. Have you heard what's coming out of it? For Google, the design decision could help its new gaming service stand out from competitors and also attract a more diverse audience. This is why, when the Stadia has come out, nobody knows who it's for. Women and men and children alike. Who is this actually for? Women in the United States make up 46% of gamers, and the vast majority of them are on this, a mobile device. But just, don't do your research. According to the Entertainment Software Association, a video game trade group, it also points to a possible secret weapon for Google as it pushes into an industry that Ernst & Young estimate will generate $152 billion in revenue in 2019. Well, I don't think the Stadia is going to have too much effect on that, if it's anything to go by at the moment. Here we go. If Google has an advantage here versus Xbox or PlayStation, it's that it doesn't have a pre-existing gamer culture it has to appease. It's almost as if you're shitting all over your target audience. Oh, well, you know, it's a lot of dudes doing the old gamer stuff, but our audience is... Well, I mean, we don't know, because the games that we have on launch are essentially everything that a regular person would play, a regular gamer would play. So it's not as if we're doing anything from a software side. Stop being logical. Sorry, Az. Said Lane Nooney, assistant professor of history and historian of video games at New York University. Well, they need to stay there and get educated. Google looked at hundreds of colours and polled thousands of gamers before deciding on Wasabi Green. Oh, the saviour of gaming. What Google found, according to its director of design, Isabel Olson, is this colour had universal appeal. You know something? This is it. You know, when I buy a console, or when I buy something for the PC, an upgrade maybe, or even a peripheral, I don't look at any of the schematics, the design or anything like that. So I just say, excuse me, do you have Wasabi Green? I like it in a Wasabi Green. Now, I'm not saying colour isn't a factor. Of course, colour is going to be a factor. We all get stuff which we like. Look, I've got a gold PlayStation pad. Yes, we're going to be having a look at pads in a second. But to do this and think, right, we've got a Wasabi Green Controller, that's going to attract the women to Stadia. You have to be a special kind of mental. Oh, funny now. Both men and women gravitated towards this colour. It ended up being super gender neutral. Sorry, I puked out my mouth. But still very expressive. I can barely see the difference between them white. Super expressive. It's really hard to find colours like this. Everyone's crazy. The world is absolutely crazy. It's not just the colour of the controller. A quick test of the product by CNN Business showed that the controller is slightly easier for small hands to grip than similar products put out by rivals, Google said. That was intentional. Okay, so smaller hands, women have, on average, smaller hands than men. So they have created, let's go full screen with this. So Google have created a pad with slightly smaller grips here, so the women's can get their hands around it. Okay, so let's how does that feel? Pad feels good. I'm no denying that. There's no point in bullshitting. The pad feels good in the hand. It actually feels a little small. I've got to say, these grips do feel a little bit small for me. I feel as if I can get my hand a little bit too far around, but it's fine. It's fine. It does feel fine. If I pick up the PlayStation 4 pad, this feels really like molded to my hand. Feels very organic. My fingers just can wrap around the back. Fingers have complete access to all the triggers and joystick and buttons at very, very short movements. With the Stadia, those ones are slightly out, but The rest of it, yeah, it's okay. And then the Xbox absolutely has the thicker handles of any of them. But again, it still molds because of the angle here. It still molds the hand really nicely onto the controller. So this section here certainly compensates for slightly thicker handles. And even though it's got slightly thicker handles, even with smaller hands, you can still feel how you would grip on. Now, so I wouldn't say this is any better. I mean, they've got the Nintendo one over there. If I really want to bring the Nintendo one in, let's bring the Nintendo one in. Bit dusty, sorry guys. But this feels better than the Stadia's. It's thinner on the grip here. But again, I do like they've done the Xbox joystick positioning. And the triggers, again, good positioning. So, which pad's the best? I mean, on a personal level, I'd say the PlayStation. It feels the most organic. But obviously, everyone has their own. You know, a lot of people gravitate towards the Xbox One because that's been a design that's been around for a long, long time too. But do you know who else has small hands? Kids! And do you know who have been playing games for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades with these pads? Kids! But they're like attracting women. Oh my god. This article is fucking trash. It's made for small and large hands, so it's super usable. Fuck, it's super. For a larger segment of gamers that aren't always appreciated. No! No! That is just an out-and-out lie. Kids have been playing consoles forever with these controllers. Said Google industrial designer Jason Pye in a behind-the-scenes video. I tried to watch this video. Sorry. Here we go. I forgot. I got all oof. I tried to watch this video. It's just a minute and 20 seconds of pure self-gratifying cringe. Just, aren't we great? Aren't we, like, great? I, did this and did, this. Oh, fuck off. If Stadia can gain traction among women gamers, it may just push competitors to follow suit. Absolute horseshit. Bollocks. It's just absolute bollocks. This article is complete fucking trash. Just absolute trash. From somebody who doesn't know anything about gaming. And from somebody who doesn't know anything about the audience. And I was preparing a Google Stadia video. And I kind of gave up on it. Because I've got 200 meg download. 30 meg upload. I had the Chromecast in the TV. Ethernet plugged into the modem right next to the telly. Sat down on the sofa. Got Destiny 2 fired up. Yeah, it's nice not having to download anything. It's nice having something immediately there. There's no denying that. But when I went on to Destiny 2, a multiplayer game, and when I pressed the triggers and the input lag. No. Impossible to play. As a gamer, no. Can't do with input lag. Not a chance. I'll come on a console, I'll come on a PC. But input lag is the devil of gaming. Not a chance. And then I decided I'm going to test it a little bit more, and I purchased Metro Exodus, and I'll go into that the purchase section in a second. And that's a game that isn't, online. You know what I mean. I don't have to go onto online play for it, but it worked fine. There was no input lag there. That one worked fine. It wasn't an MMO. It wasn't a multiplayer game. But go on the multiplayer game, no way. No way. Would get crucified in PvP and with the input lag. And it's just slight. It was just slight for me. Not massive. I have seen massive input lag. But it was enough to be not a chance. No way. And I gotta say, right up to the day before Stadia released, I thought the subscription fee that you were paying of £9 a month was for the games as well. And you just chose which game you wanted. And then I found out you had to buy the fucking games. Fuck off. And when you see the prices, some of them, get out of here. Who is this for? The games aren't new games, they're old games. I've got them here. I've got the game, here. Look, I've got Metro Exodus here. That I haven't got for the PlayStation. The reason why I picked Metro Exodus on the Stadia is because it's the cheapest game they had, I think, at 17 quid. Everything else was just normal full price. No! I'll play it on my PC, I'll play it on my consoles. I don't want to play it on some input lag ridden thing just because I don't have to download it or install it. Wow. This whole Stadia thing's a complete farce. It really is. They've clearly extended the reach here, and judging by obviously these stupid articles, they haven't got a clue who their target audience is, or if they're wanting to attract women, they think Wasabi Green is the way to do it. There you go, women. Women, you're so dumb, you're so stupid that you will fall for a console simply because you can get the pad in Wasabi Green. Right off. CNN, you trash. Shannon, this is trash. And, Phil Harrison, gee. Find who your target audience is and maybe attempt to target them next time. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.